content there, lots of great information, trainings, and all kinds of things that will help you with building your business. So we want to share that with you. Go, in kind of the backstage here and show you the couple links and all the resources you have access to, and this way we'll be able to get you with all the information you need to get this team going and help you share sometimes links with the prospects, videos, capture pages, and all of that. It's all inside of that website. So we are recording this call, so you can listen to it after this. And so, Marcus, I think you are recording the screen. Are you, Marcus?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. So we'll do a little video with this and post it on this website later on today. So, Marcus, could you begin with the front end of the website here and share with us what they have access to here? And I will actually give you the control of the screen here. Let me see if I can find you on the list of participants. Okay, I don't see your name. So, what's your viewer?
You can actually do it while I'm talking. That's fine.
Okay.
Just click on.
Okay, very good.
Click on the training, the qualifying for the free RX cruise. Is there a couple of videos I just put up there? Click on the read full article. Now these videos here, for those of you that haven't seen this yet, these are Google Hangout trainings that we've been doing, and we've been really focusing on qualifying for the free cruise. They're really good videos. If you haven't watched them yet, I suggest you watch them. Dr. Organ, Arlene, myself, Marilee, Stefan, of course. And then the one below that, we actually had the COO, Riley Timmer, on how to track your free cruise progress. That's really a good video, and it was great to have. All right, can you just click on that real quick on the enrollment requirements?
Is it the RX contest?
No.
No.
On the video itself. Well, yeah, we can go to that. I just click on that. I'm out of control. Underneath enrollment requirements, click on that on the video. No, up. There we go.
Oh, inside the video?
Yes, yeah. Just want to show people real quick what we've got here. This is what we've been doing with our team now, is we're doing Google Hangouts and recording them and putting them on this site. And I'm putting them on the outside so the whole world can see it, actually. So if you're talking to your prospects and that, and people are concerned about support. Support's a really big thing, and we really we have a fantastic team. There's Riley there. I mean, that's pretty amazing that we had the chief operating officer online that early in the morning on a Saturday morning. That's really nice. So it helps people understand the kind of support that we provide with our team. And then okay, you can stop that. Thanks. Now that I just added this document underneath here, the download summary doc. Click on that.
Yeah, it's taking a little bit of time because we're sharing the screen at the same time. So
okay,
there we go.
Yeah, it's a PDF, and there's a lot of new people that are coming in, including some people that are already been here for a while, navigating the back office. I mean, all that information's in the BOSS. It's in the back office training. If you go through the BOSS, but that can take a long time, and also it's hard to remember things. So what I did here was a little cheat sheet. Oops, scrolled a little too fast there. Go up and you log into your back office, and you go to the. You're a wild and crazy guy, Stefan.
I'm sorry.
Okay, this is how you download the Slenderized packages. So there's a lot of packages that are in your back office, and a lot of people aren't familiar with how to do that. So what this cheat sheet does is tells you exactly how to do that. Logging into your back office and going to the online form library, and clicking on the Slenderized link. Just scroll down the next page. And these are all the enrollment packages. And I suggest you print these out. That's for Canada and the U.S. And they told me they were going to put the Australian packages at the very bottom. If it's not, I'll put the link up there. But the Australian packages are a little different. But it's good to know all this and print these out, and so you know what you're doing when you're talking to people. And then scroll down the next. This is how to order the packages from your back office. This is interesting. We've got some people coming in from different areas, and they're just signing up on the Boss right now. So they've got a 30-day window to update to a package and get the 2X membership and all that. So this document here explains a little bit of that, and this is how you order packages from the back office. And if you don't see the package in the back office, the rep support number is at the very bottom of this. So you go into your back office, you log in on the top right of the rx.com site. You'll see this screen here. You enter your representative ID, and you're going to go down to on the main page, you select the Biz App tabs, and I got a little picture of it there. So remember, this is a cheat sheet. Most of you already know this. This is for the new people. And then you select the RX Virtual Office tab. And you can scroll down to the order processing. This is your shopping cart in your back office. So you click on Order. And you select Place Order. And what I did here was I selected all the different Slenderize products. So you can see the pricing. And this is because I have a 2X membership. This is from my back office. I have 2X membership, and I'm on AutoShip. So these are the 30% discounted prices. So there's the Slenderize Plus program. There's the Clinical Pack, the Slenderize Plus Pack, the Slenderize 10 Pack, which, by the way, is no, that's not the retailer pack, but the different packages that the library section, you can print those PDFs out, and you can see what these look like, and that's what you can show to your customers. Print those out and carry those with you, and these are the different package options that we have, and it varies for customers. There's a customer order form. I actually don't have that in here, but it's in your back office from the Slenderize tab. You print that customer order form, and there's 3 different packages for customers, and customers can get the full 30% discount, just like the reps, if they sign up for the 2X membership. And I explain that at the top of this document. And that's a one-time. Is that a one-time fee or a yearly fee, Stefan?
Which one? The
customer 2X.
The 2X. Oh, the customer. No, that's one time.
One time. That's sweet. So that's for $25. Your customers can get the extra 15% discount and get the 2X pricing. Here's a retailer pack in the middle here that's very, very good. Did I just get dropped off the line?
No, you're good.
Okay. The retailer pack in the middle there, we had some people on our team. I know Dr. Oregon, and he's got a doctor that is selling the heck out of Slenderx products and stuff, and selling, I don't know, he's selling like 3,000 a week or something crazy like that. But for those of you that are new in the program, and you're tight on money or something, and you're a little bit shy of coming in on one of the bigger packages, this retailer pack is an interesting option. I've got someone on the team that is tight to the vest, supporting a family of 4 and all that, and was having a hard time with AutoShip. He went out, because he knows what our products are, and he went out and he sold 8 boxes of Slenderx. And he bought the retailer pack, which is $7.99. The boxes retail for $150 each. So if you get 10 boxes, you're only investing $800, and you sell the 10 of them at $150 each. You get $1,500. So you're making $700. So this is a good way to get started. If you go out and sell some boxes first, and then place your order. And by the way, this is an interesting strategy. You can actually place the order under one of your team members, and everybody in that line shares the volume, which is very cool. That's nice. It's got the Restorex, all these products listed here. You've seen some of the videos out there. Marlissa Hurt and Dr. Oregon talking about Restorex. It's a fabulous product. Removes heavy metals from the body. I've got a testimony of a friend of mine in Mexico City. His wife was bedridden, and she was getting chelation therapy, which is where they remove toxins from your body, and it would cost a fortune, and it was a 3-hour drive to the hospital. He had to do that 3 times a week. She was able to get on Restorex, and he doesn't have to do that anymore. So that's how powerful that product is. The Pure Nourish, we all know about that, the shakes. This is another tip from Dr. Oregon. He told me that I don't have to take the vitamins in the morning anymore because the Pure Nourish has all the vitamins that you need. So there's a savings there. These are little things that you might want to remember when you talk to people. The optimals, they're on our websites, and some of the training videos we have, Dr. Ray Strand, they're just off the charts. I mean, they're so potent. I'll never go without taking them any day. And the Omega Q, Dr. Oregon's done some beautiful things on the Healthy Body Call, talks about the Omega Q. In fact, maybe Alan will chime in here and talk about our Omega Q. Didn't we just win an award, Dr. Oregon? Or on the Consumer Labs report or something?
He's not on the speaker's line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm on speaker line. I was just muted. Yes, we got one of the top awards from Consumer Labs on Omega Q. That it was very potent. It said exactly what it was supposed to have, and what it was supposed to do, and it was one of their top products that they recommended. So that just came out.
So I mean, we have in our hands here. We have such a powerful program in it, and we help so many people. I mean, we've got. Okay, we can go, but this is good enough for now. We'll go down a little bit, scroll a little further. I just put the rep services price at the bottom there. I mean the address. Phone number. Excuse me. Yeah, there it is. So if you give your new reps this little cheat sheet here, it'll help them get started and up and running. I mean, all this information's in the boss, and it's in different areas, but this is a little cheat sheet for everybody.
Great.
So go back to the previous screen. Okay. So this section here again these are really good training videos. Now we're going to go back to the front end here. Scroll down a little bit. Okay, this Saturday training on Breakthrough Summit, that was the recap from the Breakthrough Summit, the launch of the Pure Water Movement. It was a long training. We had how to qualify for the cruise, and then we had a special guest in there and do a business presentation on Slenderize, and all our slides were in there, and you can actually download our slides there. So that's a good training on that too. Yeah. And I broke it up. I put some. You can see Steve Schwartz. He starts at 38:51. That's so you can get on that video, and you can fast forward it to these different time marks. So if you want to listen to Steve right away, go to 38:51, et cetera, and how to do Stefan's incredible capture pages. See the little capture page here on with the Oasis. That's a marketing page, a landing page that Stefan put together for all of us to use, and it's got all the complete training on how to use that. It's really cool. Thank you very much for that, Stefan. That's pretty neat. I'm using it right now. And then there's the training on how to present Slenderize. So go back to the front again. And this next section here, this is Tim Sales. This is the Purity Water presentation he did at the summit, the Breakthrough Summit. It's fabulous. If you haven't watched that yet, I highly recommend you do. Tim's really passionate about this water movement, and he talks about all the toxins in our water. So it's a really great education. And these are videos that you can use with your prospects and embed them in your emails and things. You just get the copy of the URL. And Stefan's got that training inside. He's going to show that to you in a little bit. There's this testimony here with Lisa. It's fabulous. I mean, that's from the Breakthrough Summit. She talks about the water bottle and how you really should have that water bottle the water filter bottle when you're trying to lose weight because of all the junk that's in our water. Alan, you want to chime in there and just make a real quick note on how important it is to have filtered water with purity while you're trying to lose weight? Maybe not.
Keep going.
Okay. So anyway, that's a really good testimony. It's very inspiring too. I mean, she's lost 130 pounds now, and she's paralyzed from the waist down. In fact, you can see I put the YouTube URL right in there. You can put that in your emails. Then the next one down is presenting Slenderize to prospects. That's the training with Woodson Gardner. It's really good, and she's got slides. You can actually download the PowerPoint slides if you want. There's a link to that. And this next one here is Overcoming Obstacles. That's from June 15th. And that's when we talked about, is that a Google Hangout? I think it was. We all talked about overcoming obstacles in our marketing of Slenderize.
Yeah.
And then the Charisma and Tim Sales Professional Inviting Formula, that's an excellent training also. Really, you have it's all in the BOSS. Go through. I highly recommend you go through the BOSS and go through the Professional Inviter training, but that Charisma presentation that Tim does there is very good too. And then the clinical trial. Can you click on the clinical trial there, please? That clinical trial is amazing. I mean, it's really potent. And I've got the video here. They did Deanna Latson and Dr. Strands did a webinar on the Slendrise and how, and Marlissa Hurt and Deanna Latson also did a webinar here with the clinical trial results after we just received them, where people lost 50% more than people who dieted alone. And I shortened that up because it was really long, and put basically the nuts and bolts of that clinical trial result video right here. So you feel free to use that. And then the actual printed version that you can download is right below that. Right, clinical trial result. You can download it there, and there's a PDF version underneath that if you don't have that correct version of Word. So these are really powerful tools that are available for you to use out there. And then there's Dr. Organ on the Healthy Body Conference. That's from May 9th. If you haven't been listening to the Healthy Body calls, Dr. Organ's been doing them pretty frequently lately. So we're keeping him real busy. So this is really good. This is from the outside. You want to go to the inner circle now?
Yes, I can. I've got a question from Greg. What is the cheat sheet located at within Upline Updates? Under what menu tab? Greg, if you're talking about the cheat sheet that we just reviewed, it's the first. Let me go scroll up. Training on qualifying for the free cruise. If you go to that section, then you'll see the cheat sheet that it's at the bottom. It's just a link right there that Marcus has put, and so you can access it right there. All right, so there's your answer. Let me just show you. Yeah, at the bottom here. All right, it's under the last video. So that's it. Okay, so Inner Circle. So if we click on this Inner Circle tab, it's going to take you to a page where you need to log in. So you need to be, having access to that. Member of our team, you just put in your information, and automatically you're inside the Inner Circle. All right. If you don't know how to access that, ask Upline, and there's going to be someone in your Upline that's going to be able to get you there. All right. I don't know what I did here, but I was there a minute ago. Let's see.
Do you have it on another screen?
No.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, cool. Now this section here, this is very comprehensive. It's small and simple, and I highly recommend it for new representatives when you bring them into the team. The brands overview is a video. You want to click on that?
Yeah.
And by the way, Stefan, that's really nice how you got the videos to play like that. They come up really big.
Yeah, it prevents people from being distracted on, going to other tabs or whatever.
Yes. This is a really fabulous webinar on all the products, and it's very comprehensive. It's got Dr. Strand, and then our Chief Product Officer, Deanna Latson, and Mark Wilson, I believe, comes on too. And it's really comprehensive. So for every new representative, I think this is a must-see. I mean, Dr. Strand is well-published, and he also introduces his Health International Concept website, which is really nice, and you can get on that if you're a new RX representative. I think it's $11 a month, and you can actually go in there and ask questions like, what do you recommend for a disease? And we can't talk about diseases, but doctors can, and he can recommend products and things. So and he really there's the clinical trial results right there. This is really a good section. That's at 4347. And this is a lot of that other clinical trial, the video that I had, this section here. So you can see as we scroll through this, we've got a lot of testimonies in there. how it works, what the diet does for your body, and cellular cleansing. Yeah, that's, and then it talks about purity. That's our water bottle. The water bottle, and be sure you watch Tim's sales presentation on purity, because it's really, I mean, that's really important. And I don't go anywhere without my water bottle. I was out on the lake yesterday drinking from the lake water with the water bottle. Omega Q, I mean, all the products got good visuals. So that's go ahead.
Yeah, so what we did with this video is this was a presentation where Deanna and Dr. Strand went over all of the products that RX has. So when you have a new rep who's starting the business, you get them to this page, and they go over these steps like product lessons, click on Brand's Overview, and it's the webinar that just covers all the products. And I've got a couple people got on board, and one person in particular, he had started with some of the products, Slender Eyes mainly, and then he watched that video, and he just started to order more products for him and his family. And so why is that? Because people get educated on the products, and the more educated they get, the more they see the value and find things that they can use themselves. So it's critical to get your people to listen to that so they know what kind of products we have. So that was the thinking behind this video, is to educate your people about all the other products, because they just joined, so they don't know about them.
Then the purity section is that's Tim's video, right? Right, Stefan?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the one, exactly, where Mark Wilson introduced Tim, and he did his entire purity presentation, so that's a great one.
Yeah, that's a really good one. And these are all on Upline Updates. I mean, they're in the Leader Adventure YouTube account, so everybody can send out the URL or the little, and Stefan's going to show you that in a minute, and they won't lead people to other pages. They're kind of unlisted. So these are really good tools. And then the webinar register at the bottom there, goes to the RX events calendar. You can check out what's going on. You register for the Thursday Healthy Body presentation, which has been Dr. Organ lately. Very proud of Dr. Organ. There it is. And you just hold your mouse over it, and you'll see the event. And this is in Mountain Standard Time, by the way. So be sure you don't do what I used to do, and that was come at the wrong time.
Yeah, so we encourage you guys to go there every single week, register, go to those events, because you get so much valuable knowledge about the products and what's happening inside of RX. So you need to know this stuff. You need to be regularly attending those events. And so that's why in the product lessons, you've got the Brand's Overview, and we've got that killer webinar with Tim about purity, and then you've got regular events going on. I have a question here. Someone asked, where are the replays of these events? Well, actually, on the RX website, they do have a, here's what they do. They post it on their channel. So if you go to rxchannel.com, but you can also go to their YouTube account. So it's youtube.com/user/RX Corporate. And you have all the videos, all the webinars, everything. Whenever they record stuff, they put it there. All right, so that's a great place. All right, so that's for the product lessons. You can keep going, Marcus.
Okay, so the next section is about your business, how to get started in your new RX business. So go ahead and click on that representative training there. And there's our very own Stefan. This is a fabulous training he did. It's very comprehensive. I mean, it shows you how to start get started in your business, how to set up your Slender Eyes site, your Purity site. Shows you how to navigate your back office and see your tree. and see your new representatives, and there's just a wealth of knowledge in here. And anybody that comes in our team should go through this new representative training. It's really, really good. And then the last section there is the boss, and if you click on that, it just takes you to the back office login, and you're off to the races. You go log into your back office and start with the boss training. Also, be sure your new representatives get their password and their rep ID with a link to the boss, so that they know when they get to this section. They'll send them to this first, but then when they get to this video 2, they have their ID and password ready to go, so they can log in. So, Stefan, take it away.
Okay. So, really, guys, that's the first thing I do with new reps is I send them right here to this inner circle, that fast start page, and just, that's the first step. Why? Because they get to learn about all the products, what they have access to, register for all the webinars and all that, and then the business lessons. So there you go. If they know this, they basically they know how to sign up a rep, they know how to place an order, how to change their auto ship, they know when's the next order going through. They know all of this through the new representative training and where to place their reps, things like that. A little bit of lessons on the comp plan, where to place your people, stuff like that, and then the boss. So there you go. That's these are the steps. We're going to add a couple more steps to these as we move ahead. But I know that those are the critical steps. If you do that, you get your people off to a fast start. They know, they understand the business. All right. So next section on the menu is the Start Here section. And the first item, Get Connected, is just a little form that if you fill it out, you get on a special list that, sometimes we share marketing strategies and stuff. So it's mainly about marketing. So if you get on that list, you're going to learn all kinds of stuff that, we're doing for marketing our business. All right, so you can fill it out. And if you go to what do you want to do, with your business, what do you want? So there's a training with Robert Allen, and it's really about making sure you're clear on your goals and where you're going in your business. All right, so you need to be very clear on that. So you can go to that section. And then the compensation plan, there's a couple links that teaches you about the compensation plan, and then how to promote first. So where should you start? Who do you contact first? How do you start to prospect in your business? So there's that step. And the next one is what to say, what not to say. So if you're doing a direct approach, it's mainly about that, this section, all right? So if you say, well, I've got all my friends and family, do I do the inviting formula and go through the greeting and then the qualify? And of course, you want to do that. But are you going to wait until you bump into all of your friends and family at an event, or what if you just call them up front? What do you say to them on the phone right there on that first call? All right, so there's just a couple guidelines here that show you how to do a direct approach. All right, so it's very simple, and so those are easy steps that you can take right now to start to build. Marketing training. Ennis. I think, Ennis, you're on the line?
I am.
Okay, can you just go over this section?
Sure.
Right.
What we have here, we have 4 different topics of ways of marketing, and one of the things that I would want to say before we really start on talking about each one of them is that it's important to figure out kind of what market, how you want to market. And in other words, because we have the 4 topics here, if you dive in and start trying to do each one of them at the same time, that will be a big mistake, because you need to concentrate on a couple of ways of marketing. You can't go in and be good at all of them as you're getting started. There's a learning curve. So what we have, though, is on the first one we have our classified ads, and this is the free classified ads, and so it doesn't cost you money to start at this point, and that's very important when you're beginning and if you don't have a large budget. And the instructional video there, which is on the screen, it's very detailed, and it goes through and shows exactly all the steps and so forth that you need to do to begin the knowing where to place an ad and how to place the ad, and just right through the complete process. I don't know if you wanted to say anything else about that, Stefan, or wanted
No, that's good. That's perfect.
That good?
That's exactly what it is. And you're right. You can't do all of them. Focus on one or two methods that you start with. People that's always number one because it's quick. You're going to get results quickly. You just need to know the inviting formula so that you're not jumping on people and trying to push them to do stuff. You just do it like a real professional. So just study the inviting formula that Tim teaches in The Boss. But that's it. I mean, just like Ennis said, focus on one or two methods, start with that, implement them, get good at them, and then if you want to move on, go to the next one. So, all right. So,
okay, the next item we have here is the Facebook graph. This is a very good way of getting free leads. It's a newer item, I think, that Facebook has come up with, and it's an 11-minute instructional video on exactly how in detail to go into Facebook and set up this so that you can make contacts with people. It can be either friends or cold market contacts. So that's. I'm not sure if you've got anything else on that one on the Facebook graph. I'm not.
Yeah, it's a very easy method.
That.
Yeah, well, it's an easy method to implement. My screen is just messing up because I've got the sharing at the same time, and it takes time to load the page because there's graphics and videos and stuff. But anyway, when you get there, you'll see. Well, there you go. It just loaded. So the graph search, I taught that class in Park City in April, and it's just an easy way. It's free for you to reach out to people, and we just show you how to do that. And so just watch the video if you're interested in Facebook and finding free ways to market your business and find prospects. Well, that's a great video to watch. All right, so good one. And then...
Okay.
All right.
The next thing that we have is the Facebook commercial page. This is one of the items that Arlene has been using very consistent. There's very detailed. There's like 5 videos that'll teach you step by step on how to go in and set up a Facebook ad commercial page. This will cost you some money. It's not a free advertising, but you can set your budget to from small to large, whatever fits your advertising budget. And we have been placing ads there consistently for a good while. In the last 15 or so days, we've been doing some weight loss ads on there, and we've been getting a good response, and we've been selling product off of this ad. And the ads our leads are usually running, they're costing us about $1.15 a piece, which if you are trying to buy leads, you know that that's quite cheap, and the quality of our leads are so much better than the leads that you go out and buy. So this is a good source, but it takes a while to get it set up and going, and you need to really work at it. So so that's really what I have on that one.
Yeah, and you brought up a good point, Dennis, about like the cost. It's $1 to $1.50, or something like that. It's pretty cheap, but it requires effort. Right? If you were to buy leads, you would pay for that high quality of leads in terms of real-time leads. You would pay about $4 or $5 a lead. All right, you get them for $1, but of course you don't pay by the lead in Facebook. You pay by click. So Ennis and Arlene have been able to manage and calculate, okay, I pay, let's say, 15 cents and sometimes 20 cents or per click, but people go to the page, and the page is optimized where people are really, they analyzed conversion, right? They looked at, okay, if we do this page, and do we get leads? No, we don't get leads. So they tweak the page, and they test it again, and then, finally they start to get leads, but it's not enough. So they tweak it again, and then finally they start to get leads. And then once they start to get leads, they calculate how much each lead cost them. And so that's what they did. So it requires some effort. Sometimes people think, I'm just going to go place an ad and I'm going to get a bunch of leads. It doesn't happen overnight. You may be lucky, and then you just happen to find the right title, the right little picture that you post in your ad that people gets them to click, and then they get to the page and they fill it out, and you've got good leads. Well, that's great. That's luck. All right. So if you find all the components great, perfect. But most of the time, you need to test and tweak and test, and you're going to get it. It's simple, but it's just a matter of investing the time to test it. And like you were mentioning, Ennis, that you've been getting leads consistently, and for the past year, you guys have been rocking on Facebook. You got leads every single day coming into your email box, and these are leads for business. And lately, you just started to do Slenderize, and initially it was not working, and then finally you found the right angle. So it just takes a little bit of time to learn these things, but once you do, boy, it's fun. All right, you pay less, and you're in control, and it works very well. So, all right, the next one is signs.
Our signs, right. This one it gives you an example of a sign that you can post on a bulletin board. You can come up with different type of signs, whether it's business or whether, as in this case, it's weight loss. It may take you a few tries to get your wording to find one that works for you, but you can go out and post these on different type of bulletin boards, like maybe at a health food store or any business that has a bulletin board that will allow you to post. So it's an easy way to get free leads, and that's I know it works. We've had a lot of people that use it. Like I said, it's just a matter of getting your wording down and finding a good spot to post. And that's really about what we have right here under the marketing training. I don't know if you've got anything else you want to add, Stefan, or if that.
No, that's it. There's also people who've been posting signs on. Is it poles? What is not poles? What is it? Like street corners and.
Right. They'll go in and take close to a 24-inch square sign. It's not like a plastic vinyl sign, and you can just handwrite a message on there, and we don't have any examples of that posted right here, but if you were interested, we could probably come up with something. But a lot of, like at an intersection, you'll take and post this. Maybe you just take a plastic tie and connect it to a pole that's right there where people stop, and they're there for just a minute or two. But so your message has to be fairly simple with your phone number. And when you're doing signs like that, usually you want to go and get a Google Voice number or some number that's not your actual cell phone number or your home phone number, because you just don't want the people calling in any time of the day and night on your regular line. So that way it's a little safer. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we've got comments from someone that says, yeah, it is bandit signs, and they say put web and QR code on the sign so people can just go there and, go directly to the website. So that's, good idea. But what I like about the phone number is that when people dial in, if it's a Google number, then you know who called, so you can call them back, even if they don't leave a number. There's ways that you can do that and just track and call them back. All right, so and those work well. We've got some people who've been using these signs, and they get great results. So just pick the method you want. Number one is people you know, and number two, pick one or two methods from the cold market. And what I would suggest is you do those methods when it's not a convenient time to call prospects. All right, so when it's late in the evening or too early in the morning and you want to, do some work, promotion items, well, there you go. You can work on your ads and stuff like that. Anything else you wanted to add, Ennis?
No, I think that will be good for that.
All right, thank you for this. Next person, we have Marilee.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Come on, Marilee.
Hello. We are looking
Hello.
at the communication training tab, and there's great stuff on here. The first one we've got, you'll see right there, are the scripts. And what I like about the scripts on this page is that they are examples of how to get customers. And the first two scripts you'll see there, Arlene and Stefan have taken the same kind of a format and then shown you how they make it personal for them. So you get to see how to tweak the script so it fits you, and it's exactly the kind of words that you would use and things that you're used to saying to your friends. And so you can see how they have each done that and very much tailored it to them. So the scripts that you see on this page are for getting customers, those first three ones. And then the link at the bottom is a script for the What the Wealthy Buy and the Brilliant Compensation with Friends. So that shows you how to use the videos. Just, how we send out videos to friends. We're always saying, hey, check this out, or this is a funny one. You can just do that with What the Wealthy Buy. You can send that and say, I never even knew this. Why aren't we learning this in high school? Or whatever comment that you want. And then this script will show you what to say when you call them back and how to get them, see if they're interested, and then get them onto the Brilliant Compensation after that. So those scripts right there are very good for talking with warm markets. Anything you want to add on that part, Stefan?
No, that's good.
Okay. If we go to the next tab down, how to schedule a three-way. These are two really quick little audios that they're less than 4 minutes each. And the first one, John Rounds explains exactly what you need to do to help your prospect be open to having a three-way call, because sometimes they're a little hesitant. They're afraid that the third person's going to come on and then they're going to be pressured, or they're going to be put into a sales position. They don't want to buy anything right now. And so he's showing you what language to use, what you do, how you say it, so that the person feels very comfortable, very at ease, and you can bring your upline on and they can help you do that three-way. So that's what John Rounds explains. Really quick, listen to, easy to just sit down and get all the information right there in just 4 minutes. And then underneath that, Steve Swartz talks about how you introduce your upline. We've always heard that you've got to edify your upline, and he tells you exactly how to do that. And he gives you tips on what to do if your upline's only been in the business like 3 hours longer than you. And so what do you say when you're both pretty new? And so that's some great ways to introduce and just the logistics of going about the three-way call. So some quick resources there. And then the next training is the follow-up. That is a script that is wonderful. It is golden. What it does is, first of all, it tells you, after people have watched Brilliant Compensation, what do you say? You know, we go through the inviting formula, you learn all that, you get people to finally watch the video, and now what? You've got to call them back, and what are you going to say when you do? And so this script goes through exactly how you tie those points from Brilliant Compensation into RX and how it all makes sense together. And I used to listen to Tim Sells' Professional Inviter. 5 years ago, I was in a different company, and he would go all the way through this, and he'd get to the point about where they'd watch Brilliant Compensation, and then he would say, now when you get back together, just tie your points in. Tie in how all these points they've just watched fit your company. And then that's exactly what I needed to know, and he couldn't go any further because he was trying to keep that very generic. And so he would play for you the different conversations with people and how he would talk about them, and he would bleep out that part about how to tie it to your company. And I would have paid big money just to be able to have that. And here it is. Stefan's got it all right there, how you just tie it together. And not only that, but then after you send them some company information and you've got to get back with them again, well, now what are you going to say about RX? And it goes all the way through how you talk to people very simply about getting customers, what they need to do, how the compensation plan works, a very simple explanation. And Stefan shows you how to take whatever goal they have in terms of money. So let's say they want to make $40,000 a year or $100,000 a year. He shows you with that script how to take what they want and walk them through the steps how to get that. And he goes into the investments, the packages, how to talk about the 2X membership. So it's all right there, very concise, everything you'd want to know. So love that part. So be sure to check out that script. And then the final tab is Inviting Formula Role Play. And these were a set of calls that Arlene did a couple years ago where she takes the inviting formula and she breaks it down and goes into each one very, very in-depth. We all know Arlene is a teacher, and she's great at teaching these concepts. So for the first part of each call, I think they're about an hour each. The first part, she introduces the concept we're working on. She gives a very good explanation about how to use it. And then the second half of the call is 4 to 6 of us who were on there role-playing just exactly what she had taught. So she gives each of us a scenario, and we all go around the call, and we each role-play with each other and then critique each other. And she's got questions in there about exactly what you say in the greeting, how you can get people to open up, what you need to ask to get their qualifying information, what bridges to use to move people from one part to the next. And it's really interesting to sit and listen to how different people do it. And I go back and I listen and I think, oh, well, that was pretty good. Or I listen to another one and think, oh, I wouldn't do that again. So, but it's fun to get to hear other people practice and other people doing it. So you're not on the hot seat, but you can kind of play along and think, well, this is what I would say in that situation, and then see if that is something that would work in that situation. So those are really good little snippets that you can listen to. So the first 3 that you're looking at there are on the greeting and qualify. And then the fourth one there is a training Stefan did with Arlene on how to get people to pick up the phone. Because lots of times we are really good at getting our invite done, but then we want to make sure that in that our language is just right so that when we schedule the appointment, the people are actually there when we call back. We want them to show up for that next appointment, and Stefan does a great training on that one. And then lastly is how to handle the objection, I tried MLM before and it didn't work. And in this training, Stefan brought on a rep that he had just recently sponsored who had this exact objection, and they role play what she said and what he said and how he helped her over that and how he was able to bring her into the business. So very, very valuable training on communication, and I would highly recommend that you go through and listen to those. You can always pick up tips every time you hear a training on that. So that's my take on it, Stefan.
That's perfect. I love it. Thank you for that, Mary Lee. That's a great summary of that section. I don't know, guys, if you understand what we have here in our hands, but, I've been in the industry for many, many years, 21 years actually, and I've never seen that type of training. It usually revolves around start here. All right, that's what you get in most other companies is what do you want in your business, make your list, and, all right, here's a script. That's it. We have marketing training, show you different ways that we are successful at building our business, and we show you what to say, how to say it, all of that, and we give you examples. We do role plays. You get to listen to all of this stuff. So it's huge. There's huge, huge stuff in there. If you're not having success, it's because it's one of those areas. All right. The number one area that people fail in is their mindset. They don't believe they can do it. They're negative, all of this stuff, and that's where most of the industry has been relying on is to really do these events. People come to the event, they go back home, they're excited and all of that. So the personal growth, the excitement, the positive, that's important in anything you do, all right? But when you go back home, what do you do to get success? It's good that you jump up and down and you're excited, but how do you put things in place? How do you get prospects to talk to? Well, you got that in the marketing section. And what do you say to them? Well, there you go. We've got it in the communication training. All right. So, all right. Great review here. That's perfect. Thank you, Marilee, for this. Under the resources you need, I'm going to cover this here. What we're doing basically, and let me just read this. We have a couple comments just before we go. Really good. We have the three-way call information. Well, thank you, Beth. We love you. Great information, training. All right. You have put together an amazing website for training. Thanks, Stefan. Well, it's not just me, guys. We're all here on the team. I'm a little resource here. We just connect the dots, and Marilee's doing, work, and we've got, the whole team basically. Arlene is doing some work. Dr. Allen, Marcus, all of us have put time and effort into all of these resources. So thank you for the whole team. Thanks to all of you of those who put this wonderful site together. Thank you, Ellen. All right, so resources you need. These are just tools that help you build your business. All right, so when you say, okay, how do I put all of this together? There you go. You've got some resources here. 40-day sprint. There's an invite here. If you don't have the 40-day sprint and you want to launch one, this is just an invitation letter that you can send to people that you'd like to start a 40-day sprint with. If you want the actual document, the real 40-day sprint, you just contact Upline. There's someone in your Upline, and they're going to reach one of us. All right, that all those people I just mentioned a minute ago, they have that. All right, so if you want to participate in that, 40-day sprint is, here's what I found, is people join the business and they have these big expectations. They want to become multi-millionaires, for example, which is definitely feasible, but it requires work. And the first thing it requires is that you are consistent and that you also achieve SMART or small goals. SMART, that's just an acronym for couple things in the 40-day sprint that we described. But, there are small goals. So if you say, all right, there's the big goal, and then what do you do next week? And sometimes when you look at that, it becomes overwhelming, and you say, wow, there's that big goal, and I'm just 1 week into it, and I'm so far from that goal, or a month into it, or 2 months. So we just set very specific goals, and you break those goals into smaller projects and then tasks, and then all you focus on is the task. And after the 40 days, what happened is you reach your goal because you just said, I'm going to do this, and here are the steps, and if you follow the steps, you're going to achieve it. And we've seen incredible results with that where people have been achieving a whole lot more in 40 days than they do most of the time in 6 months to a year, just because they have clear, focused direction on where they're going, and they just take action, and they commit to a team also to report each week on where they are, what happened, if they had problems or not, their success, so they share with the team and they get help. So that's a great program to go on when you just want to, take to the next level. Replicated web pages. This is basically, I created initially this site. It's called Preview Access. I created those pages for me. And then what I did is I said, you know what, the whole team could benefit from this. Most of those pages are designed, not all of them, but most of them are designed for people that you have been in contact with about RX, and you want to do some follow-up. And what happened to me was I had a big list, all right, many, many people on my list that I've been in touch with, and whenever there's something new happening, let's say there's, I don't know, like the Purity water bottle, or when we launched Slender Eyes, all right, so I said, okay, from all of my list, am I going to call all of them? Well, there's, over a couple thousand actually on the list. I'm not going to call them all in 1 week. So what I did is I created some capture pages, and I emailed my entire list, and I redirected them to that page, and that page just tell them a little bit about, hey, we've got this new product, and here's what's happening. If you want more information, just fill out the form. So from my entire list, I would basically segment my list, where those who fill out the form would be the ones I would call first, because they show an interest. So it's a great resource for follow-up. There's some of those pages, like let's say here, the What the Wealthy Buy capture page, it's not as a follow-up page. It's really, you can use it to prospect, okay? So there's that. There's that Slender Eyes page, that's one that you can prospect with. MLM Objection capture page, that's a great one. I've used it with most of my prospects. Let's say you have a follow-up call with someone. They've reviewed a little bit of RX, and you need to call them back, let's say, in 4 days from now. What do you do in the meantime? Well, you need to keep them high. So you send them a page like this, and what it does is the page, basically there's an audio playing, and when they listen to the audio, it's Tim answering how he answers the MLM objection, and he covers a bunch of points where just people love it. I mean, they listen to that and they say, wow, that's amazing. That's a different perspective, and I understand why some people don't do the business. They have these preconceived notions or, things like that. So it's a great page. They go there, they listen to that, and then if they want more information, they can just fill out the form on that page, and you receive the results of the form. So if you want to use these pages, all you do is look at the top. There's instructions, and there's a video. Watch the little video. It's going to show you how to use those pages. But basically, if you were to copy all of this, put it in your browser, but instead of your email here, you put your real email, and then you type enter, the page is going to load with this information. And what happened is when people go and fill out the form result will be emailed to that email that you've put here. So you have no techie stuff to do at all. All right, so and I'm using these all the time. I'm sending that to my prospects, keeping them in the flow, sending them information. I keep them hot. Like the cruise contest, well, I did one on this, and the cruise contest is just a capture page again that is basically telling people that we have a cruise that's going on that you can win. Just go here, fill it out, and people fill it out, and they learn about the cruise details. Now, from your list who's interested in maybe going on a cruise. So you can call them back and say, hey, I see you you have an interest in the cruise. Can I tell you more? Have you ever been on a cruise? And so that's your opportunity to follow up with them. So let's say you have many prospects you contacted, let's say 6 months ago, and they haven't done anything with RX. But they see this cruise contest, and they see an opportunity for them to maybe go on a cruise finally, and they've never it would be their dream to do it, and then suddenly you've got that opportunity for them if they join RX. Well, that could be the reason they join. All right. So that's how it works. Let me read the questions here. Thank you so much, all of you who have taken the time and energy to put this together for us. Phenomenal. Thank you, Beth. All right. Will today's training be on Upline updates? Marcus, is it where you're going to put it?
I'll put it on Upline updates.
Okay. So it'll be on the first page, right? As soon as you go to Upline updates, not even in the inner circle?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, great. There you go. So cruise contest, and here this 500 leads a month using Facebook search, graph search. That's the new training that we just went to on the marketing section in Upline Updates. So if you watch that video under marketing, Facebook graph search that Ennis talked about, well, what I did is I created a capture page that if people want to access that training that shows them how to generate leads, then they need to fill out the form. You get their information, and then they can watch that video. All right? So it's a great capture page for people who are in a business that needs to generate leads, like, for example, other network marketers or even realtors or whatever career where they need to get prospects, get leads. All right? So if you advertise that to those people, they're going to listen to that. They're going to say, wow, that's killer, training. And then you can reach out to them and say, well, I've got a business that I'm building online, and I'm using this technique, and we've got many other techniques to build our business. And that's how you can create this connection with them. All right? When you offer people a solution to a problem they have, you basically become a friend. All right? You become a credible source. And with that, it becomes easier for you to talk to them about the possible business or something, just like RX. All right? So that's a great capture page. I've been using it. I've got lots of people who fill it out, and so it's a great one. That works very well. All right, enough rambling here on this one. You've got Prospect Tracker. That's a little tool that allows you to track all of your prospects, so you can download that. I actually have a video that plays and shows you how to use it, and so I've been using it for years now. So it's just an Excel sheet, because at some point, if you start to have prospects, you're going to lose track. You're going to have so many people in the pipeline that you don't know where you're at. That's a great one. RX Income System, video tutorials. Basically, what's happening with this is that people get on the RX Income System, but you get to wonder, okay, how do I add prospects to that system? How do I send them an email? What kind of autoresponder system are already built? All of those things. So what happened is one day I had one of my teammates, Michael, who just joined the business, and he was asking me, so how do I add contacts to this system? So instead of telling him, I just recorded a little video, and I sent it to him, and so I said, that's the last time I ever explained this. There you go. It's there. So I had that video. And the same thing, how to send a single email to a prospect, how to access the team campaigns, all of those things. So basically, if you follow these videos, it's going to show you the basics of how to use the RX Income System. If you don't have the RX Income System, well, just go to rxincomesystem.com, and you can get that. You'll see what it is exactly, but there's all kinds of videos that you can use. All right, a question here says, so if they are building another business, how do they watch that training video? Well, use the capture page. That is the preview access, the last one I showed you on the previous page. You send that to them. They go to that page. They fill it out. You receive their contact information, so you know that they have an interest. And once they fill it out, they are automatically redirected to watch the video. Right? And it's not inside of Upline Updates. It's on a different page inside of preview access. So they are granted access to that video, but just that video. All right, and so that's how when you follow up with them, you say, did you watch the video? Yes, and so you just kind of have a conversation with them about what they're up to, what they're doing, what kind of support they have on their team, if they're in another company, and you'll see that most network marketers are not happy. They're not getting the results they want, and the reason stands in those three areas I talked to you about. Either they don't believe that they can do it, they don't have the right mental attitude or mindset. That's number one. Number two is they don't have a list of prospects to talk to. They don't know how to get prospects, or they are afraid of talking to people. And number three is they don't know what to say to them or how to say it. And we teach these things. So very often they're in other companies and they're either going to quit or they already left the company, but they still have their dreams that are not accomplished. That's where you can help those people. All right, they can still believe that network marketing is going to happen for them, if they have the right training. All right, so that's why videos like these, capture pages like these, will help you approach those people and show them what we have and see if there's a good fit. All right, the last section is the YouTube videos. What we did, it's mainly right now me and Marcus who are uploading videos on that platform. It's a YouTube channel that we created that is not branded to any one of us. So it's called Leader Adventure. And if people go there, they cannot contact us. All right, they cannot even play the other videos. So if you were to watch that video right here, you go to that page and you click on the channel, you're going to see the channel is empty. There's nothing. You can't access the channel. The reason we did it this way is because we didn't want people to be distracted. So let's say you send someone a video on the philosophy of the products at RX. What we didn't want is that people go there and then they see a video on the compensation plan and then a video on something else. No, it doesn't make sense. What they're looking for is just a specific video on one thing. So we just created that channel, and I'm just going to give you a little trick, guys, all right? So I know we're like 8 minutes past the hour, but we have still a bunch of people here. So let me make sure you get a lot of great information. Let's say you send people to this page. They get to watch the video, all right? I didn't want that they click on Leader Adventure and then they can access all the other videos, all right? It's just they see only this video. But sometimes it can be still distracting because on the right side you've got all these other suggested videos. So if you send a video to someone and you want them just to watch that single one, here's what you could do. At the top in the URL of YouTube, you delete everything that's before the V, the letter V, all right? After the youtube.com / you delete the rest, you keep the V, and then you delete the equal sign. But you replace it with a /, okay? And then you press enter. Here's what's going to happen. The video goes full screen. So there's no distraction. And it's only that video that's going to play. So there, you can send people there, and they're never going to be distracted by other YouTube videos. That's it. All right, so just a little trick. Again, after the youtube.com / you delete the rest, you keep the V, and then you delete the equal sign, and you replace it with the slash. And that's it. So the video goes full screen. All right, just a little trick this morning. Anyway, so we just put that channel, and we keep uploading a bunch of videos. So you can feel free to take those videos, embed them on your website, or you could even download them to your own channel. Feel free to do that if you prefer. We're fine with this. They are not branded to us, so you're free to use them. All right? With this being said, you've also got the news section where there's webinar archives and conference calls. There's a bunch of stuff there. But as you can see, we've got an amazing resource with Upline Updates. You've got so much content, so much tools, so much things that if you just spend a couple hours, first of all, don't spend a week, 2, 3 weeks just studying this stuff full time. What you need is you go out there and you apply, you start to build, and then when you have an hour or two here and there, you come back here and you learn stuff. All right, just become better. The best way to learn is to apply it, and but keep improving by coming back here and getting the training or access the resources you have right here. So before we close the call, anyone here as the speakers want to add something?
No, you've done a great job, Stefan.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, Stefan,
All right.
I want to mention that what an honor it is to work with everybody here. It's really a fantastic team. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're having a blast. Guys, you want to step up and become leaders, so be part of that group. We want your leadership. We need you. All right, it's not like we're good at everything. No, we need you. We need you as an individual to help us expand this company, expand this group, and we want to include you. All right, so you want to step up to leadership level and participate in this. We welcome you more than you think. All right, so I hope you get that. and the cruise is coming up. That's really exciting. We want to be on the cruise. We want to have fun with you. We want to take the pictures, do the videos, and also share insights with each other and all of that. So it's really something we want to do with all of you. So please do the stuff, do the work. You're going to sacrifice what? I mean, just a little bit of time, effort. Yes, you're going to work hard. All right, it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. What's the hardest part about this business is what's going on between your two ears. Every little talk that you talk about, I'm not sure, I don't know how to say this, or oh boy, maybe I should wait, or all of this game going on. You need to overcome this, because once you do, you're going to become great. You're going to become a leader. It's going to change your entire life. You're going to have a lifestyle. It's possible, all right? And I know, because I struggled for many, many, many years. And finally, I had the breakthrough. So you can do it. And with this being said, guys, we wish you a great weekend and a great week to build your RX business, and reach out to these resources and your upline. We're here to help you. So you have a great one, and we'll be back next week. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
you.